Today, remember this. A surprising amount of human suffering comes from confusing states, temporary ways of being, with traits, less temporary parts of your identity. A state is something that's happening, but a trait is something that you are. And I think that we mix the two of these up all the time. I'll wake up in the morning feeling super tired and immediately tell myself, ugh, I'm so lazy. Or I'll get really lucky and find the perfect parking space at the airport and tell myself, great job, Neil, you're such a good planner. I think we're all remarkably quick to promote these one-off temporary experiences into evidence about who we are. I've been thinking about this lately because our family recently got a new cat, Zippy. I'm gonna grab her. She is so much fun, very chatty, but does not like to be left alone too much. Thank you, Zippy. This comes up most days because I work from home, and as soon as I sit down at my desk, she will hop up and just lie completely flat out across my keyboard. This is not ideal. And for the first few days, I felt myself being more distracted, feeling less productive. And being human, I immediately started drawing conclusions. Oh, I must be losing my focus as I get older. I'm becoming much less disciplined, or even I must have impaired executive functioning that requires professional intervention. Of course, it was none of those things. I just had a cat lying across my keyboard. So I problem solved and I've started working in other areas around the house where Zippy can't stop me from getting work done quite so easily. The sofa, an armchair, things like that. And as soon as I did that, I noticed I felt completely different. I was getting more work done. It was the same job, the same brain, the same person, but a different state. And I think the reason the distinction between states and traits is so important is that states are constantly changing throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout our lives. And yet we rush to treat them as evidence of who we are, what we're capable of, what's going to happen to us in the future. The thing is, if you're in a state often enough, it can kind of cement itself into a trait. This can totally work against us, right? If I'm mean terribly often, then I'm probably going to turn into a mean person. But it can also work to our advantage. One time exercising doesn't make me athletic. One act of kindness doesn't make me kind. Having one difficult conversation doesn't make me brave. But if I'm in those temporary states enough, they kind of start to leave their mark. What we spend our time practicing has this funny way of becoming part of who we are. So that means that we don't have to wait until we feel like the kind of person who exercises, who writes, who meditates. Sometimes we can become those people by acting first, one state at a time. So today, remember this. A bad day is not a bad life. A feeling is not an identity, and a state is not a trait. At least not yet. A question to take with you. What's one thing that you're treating as part of who you are when it might actually just be something that you're going through right now? Talk soon.